I work hard to earn my pay, and I saved real big today at All-American Ford.
All right. First off, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's Thanksgiving week. Today is Tuesday, November 23rd, but obviously Thanksgiving is this Thursday. Our dealership is closed on Thanksgiving, but then we'll be open normal hours, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. Every day seems to have a label this weekend. But I'm Jason Savino, the marketing director for the All-American Auto Group. This is the All-American Auto Mall and Old Bridge Updates podcast. This is episode number 65. It's going to be a fairly quick one today. I just have one main topic I want to touch on a short week here. So let's get into it. Last week, episode 64, it was a really good one, really popular one too, in terms of downloads and the metrics that I get on these podcasts. But I had my brother Nick on, who's our fixed ops director. He's been on a lot. We joked about him becoming a regular on this, which we're probably going to do. It's just hard with our schedules right now. And like a short week this week, how I just kind of have to bang it out right now. It's early Tuesday morning. So it's tough with the schedules to get us two in the room consistently each week. But last week he was on, we recapped the Baltimore Tow Show, which we both attended. So if you're interested in our All-American Journey and Old Bridge dealership and hearing about our trip to Baltimore, the Baltimore Tow Show in general, we do a little recap of that. And then Nick talks about winter service. So obviously he's our fixed ops director, which fixed ops means basically parts and service and other operations within the dealership. So he talks about the tire pressure monitoring light coming on when cold weather hits and freezing weather. He talks about winterizing your vehicle or getting your vehicle ready for winter and some stuff like that. We talk about remote starts and the best thing to do to defrost your vehicle and stuff like that. So very informative episode. Like I said, it's one of our better performing ones so far in terms of downloads and views and listens and stuff like that when it comes to podcasts. So good content there from my brother Nick on that one. The only thing I want to touch on in terms of inventory is it's coming in still slowly but surely, like it's been. But Broncos, for whatever reason, here in Old Bridge, our Ford side, we've gotten a bunch of Broncos in. So we do have some available for sale for the first time in a really long time in terms of having between 5 and 10 for sale at the same time. So, we have a couple of first editions. So those are the highest trim levels, an Outer Banks or two, and, a good spread of colors, options, and stuff like that. So if you're interested, if you've been waiting for the Bronco, waiting for it to become a stock unit and for sale, we do have some of them. Not sure if they'll make it past the weekend, but that's how inventory goes right now. For our other model lineups here in our Old Bridge location, the Ford side, we do have some SUVs coming in for sure, Escapes, Edges, stuff like that. The F-150, we do have an okay amount of inventory of, and again, all of this is relative. When I say an okay amount of inventory, we used to have 100 F-150s. We used to sell 60 of them a month. Now we have, 10 or less. So inventory is still a major problem. It's going to be until into next year. So obviously, when I'm saying stuff is okay or good, it's relative to how it's been. I think we're out of rock bottom in terms of inventory. So I think we're trending up and getting out of that rock bottom stage from the last few months, especially on the Subaru side. Subaru was hit hard these last few months with inventory. And it's still, listen, again, relatively speaking, it's on an upward trend, but it's still very, very low. So our Subaru CPOs have been killing it for us. A lot of them in and a lot of them going out. So that's been a very hot piece on our Subaru side. Subaru CPOs have always done really well, but we've done a really good job of acquiring them through various means. A lot of customer lease returns and trade-ins, which is great to see. And then, being able to certify them And Subaru has one of the better certification programs, and obviously Subarus last forever and they're very, very reliable vehicles. So Subaru CPOs are a great option right now going into the holidays for sure. So that's kind of the inventory on both sides. We do have, back to the Ford side, a bunch of specialty trucks, a couple more of them rolled in. So we have a Roush F-150 or two. We still have that initial Black Widow and another Black Widow coming in a different color. We have a couple of Rocky Ridge F-150s coming. We did wrap a custom Mustang in a really, really nice flat black matte. That's tongue twister there. And came out amazing. We literally got it back from the wrap company, I believe, on Friday night or Saturday night of last weekend. And customer came in, saw it, absolutely loved it, and took it home. So that's how quick some of this stuff goes. I didn't even get a chance to post it on our social media pages. Shout out to my marketing team. They took pictures right away. They texted me the pictures. I checked them out. They look great. I was going to post them, and literally it sold within an hour, and I was told not to post it at that point. So it's crazy how quick some inventory is moving, and it's happening. So let's get into the main part of it. So I want to talk about Feel Better Bears. So we do this every year for the past few years now. I can't remember exactly when we started. I believe we've been doing it for about 4 years now. And it is in conjunction or in partnership with NJ 101.5, New Jersey 101.5, the radio station, owned by Town Square Media. Great people over there. We do a lot of different events with them. They help us out with our Subaru Loves Pets event in October. So they're great people. They get involved a lot with charity stuff. And Feel Better Bears is a program, to my knowledge, that I believe they created in partnership with the New Jersey State PBA. And basically the program is that they get a bunch of businesses around New Jersey and to put out donation collection boxes. And we collect new and unwrapped stuffed animals. Doesn't have to just be bears, but the title is Feel Better Bears. So teddy bears, stuffed animals, they get donated. We collect them. We give them to NJ 101.5. They kind of collect them all at their headquarters, and then they provide them to the New Jersey State PBA. And then the New Jersey State PBA will distribute them amongst their local municipalities, all within New Jersey. So these stuffed animals stay in New Jersey, throughout New Jersey and the local municipalities for first responders and police officers. So basically, a first responder will have a stuffed animal in their squad car. And when they come up to a scene of an emergency, whether it's a car accident, whether it's a house fire, whether it's, God forbid, something worse, at a house, anything, any type of emergency scene, and there's a child on the scene, they're trained to immediately get a stuffed animal from their squad car and give it to the child to provide them with obviously instant comfort. And, amongst the scene of emergency and the confusion of everything, I can't even imagine being at a scene of an emergency like that as an adult, but being there as a child with potentially, your family around, your parents. A million things could be going through their heads, and to get a teddy bear for instant comfort, I don't know. To me, I get very emotional when talking about it. I think of my kids and if they were in that situation. So I absolutely love this event. I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing for the first responders. And I've talked with a bunch of them throughout this program because, a lot of them have come here. We've done photo ops here. We had News 12 here, I think 2 years ago to cover it. And I got to meet some great police officers high up in the New Jersey State PBA. And, a lot of our Old Bridge police officers here, we're very close with them. We do a lot of charity stuff with them. And I've spoken with a lot of them about this, and they say this program is absolutely amazing for them on a professional level because, you could get trained all you want. This is kind of how they put it to me. And you're trained to do certain things when you get to the scene of an emergency, but seeing a child there it's just like there's no training that could prepare you for that. So this actually arms them with something where, it's kind of familiar to them. It comforts them as a first responder. They get the teddy bear or stuffed animal, they give it to the child, and it's something, right? It's not going to be the best thing for them at that scene of emergency in terms of fixing everything on the spot. It's not going to just wipe everything away that's happening, but it's something. So I think that's the powerful aspect of it. I know we did an article in the paper a couple of years ago, and we had a really good quote from an Old Bridge police officer that kind of explained that, where it's not going to fix everything on the spot, but it's something, and it could be everything in that moment to that child and to that first responder, again, because I can't even imagine. And that's why my heart goes out to first responders out there. I can't even imagine what that would be like, to come to a scene of an emergency, see a child there, whatever the condition is, whatever's happening, whatever the situation is. So again, one of my favorite events. I love this. Been doing it now about 4 years. I think, and my numbers could be wrong, I should have looked them up, so I apologize. But I think the first year it was at least a few grand. Then the next year it grew a little bit. The year before COVID, so I guess that would be late 2019. That year, I'm pretty sure we got close to 10,000 stuffed animals collected. And that was our goal. And I think we either got there or we just missed it. But either way, I mean, you're talking tens of thousands of stuffed animals collected for these first responders throughout New Jersey. And then last year, COVID definitely affected a little bit in terms of people coming out and making the donations. But NJ1015 said they got to about 7,000 last year. So still an amazing number. This year, I would love to see it closer to that 10,000 mark. And just keep building up this collection of stuffed animals for these first responders. So you can get more information about this program at nj1015.com/bears. Again, the program is called Feel Better Bears. We have these donation bins throughout our locations, throughout New Jersey, throughout our auto group. So if you're around the area in Old Bridge, you want to donate a new and unwrapped stuffed animal, come by. You'll see our bins. We posted pictures of them on our Instagram. If you have any questions or just want more information, again, go to that website, nj1015.com/bears. And there's a couple of options this year. I know they started this last year because of COVID, but you could actually buy a bear online, or I should say stuffed animal. You could buy a stuffed animal online and donate it that way through New Jersey 101.5. So they set it up, on their site. They even say that the bears are sold at cost, and NJ1015 does not profit at all from the sale of the bear. So very nice thing that they set up. So that can be found at that website. So if you can't make it to one of our locations to physically donate a stuffed animal, you can buy them online. The drop-off locations are listed on that page as well, though. Like I said, it's all of our all-American locations throughout New Jersey. Here in Old Bridge, the boxes are throughout the store. So our Ford showroom, the service departments, our Subaru showroom, and then our locations, Point Pleasant, Brick, Paramus, Hackensack, so throughout New Jersey. So a lot of opportunity. And then I know Trinity Rehab is a company that always gets very involved with this. They have locations throughout New Jersey at all, but you'll see the full list on that website if you do want to drop one off in person. And then there's a third option where you could actually buy a bear, bring it home. And then if you don't want to come into one of the locations, actually drop it off, you could mail it in to NJ1015. They give the mailing address on that website. So a lot of different options to be able to donate. And again, this is one of my favorite events. So I'm going to keep pushing it. My marketing team knows to push it on social media. We'll all be posting about it. Our staff here, I absolutely love it because they go big with purchasing stuffed animals as well for donations for this. So just a fantastic event. I highly recommend everybody read more about it. Go on NJ1015 and All American Ford's YouTube pages. We have recap videos and stuff from the previous years. A lot of good stuff coming out of this event. So that's what I wanted to talk about this episode. I love talking about this event. I love this event. Can't say it enough. But that's all I have for today. So we'll be back next week. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving and a great weekend.